We have to do more as a community to stop the increase of COVID-19. As you are aware, we saw 207 new cases reported today. That's a little bit of the backlog that we had over the weekend with some of the results from the private labs not being available. But still, it is an alarming number that we need to pay attention to. We know that the increase over the last week, we have to take action to embrace the personal responsibility, have each and every one of us do what we can to slow the spread of COVID-19 in our community. It is clear that people are relaxing. We see more gatherings in parks and on the beaches. We do know from contact tracing that more of the cases are connected to private gatherings in homes and in other areas.
And sometimes we have people, prior to the COVID, we had people, close to 500 people on the beach. Now, with the travel restrictions, the numbers will be a lot smaller, but the gatherings, the violation of the governor's proclamation, the mayor's rules and guidelines set for the protection of the public, you'll see that it's violated. Nobody's wearing masks. Everybody's just congregating. And again, it's like a free-for-all.
Nevertheless, here we are today with a surge in cases. The surge would have been much greater had we not had contact tracing, but it's not a panacea to the problems. The prevention activities are probably far more important in terms of preventing the spread of disease. And then, of course, the contact tracing comes into play as we tamp it down and try to keep the numbers down to a more manageable level. Based on our investigations, we are seeing that the weak link in the response is in the area of prevention. As the governor mentioned, people are relaxing. They're letting down their guard. They're not practicing physical distancing, wearing face coverings, and other safe practices. And I think the rising number of positive cases can be attributed primarily to the lack of physical distancing and letting down your guard. This weekend, I happened to have the opportunity to have gone to several of the beaches around Hawaii, and I was amazed at the number of people on the beaches without face coverings who are not physically distancing. And the same is true around the island of Oahu, Makua, Waianae, the North Shore, and virtually everywhere I think that I got reports over the weekend. People were acting as though there wasn't a COVID outbreak, a pandemic that we're dealing with.